Hang on.
How about that?
How about that?
You know what? I haven't changed stream title again. Forgot to change stream title again.
Superior volume.
So Owen, and it's back on the grind.
Grab me a drink.
I can update it, but when the stream's already live, I don't know what happens. I'll go to my video manager and change it.
Targeted Brex bans. Well, the Spirit Breaker is. Is the Bristleback targeted ban?
It's targeted to the fact that everyone's first picking Bristleback now and winning games.
Are they?
Well, we had a couple of in-houses where Bristleback absolutely dominated. First it was Ollie, and then the time after that it was Miles, and it was not like he did okay. The Bristleback dominated.
It's just unkillable.
I think it's a reflection of previous in-houses. I don't know if Bristleback has become meta, but it has an eye in houses anyway. So.
I know Bristleback is one of the tanky immovable object heroes people use to deal with Lycan strats and Beastmaster strats, but that's basically that's basically the only thing I know about Bristleback in this meta anyway.
I don't know. They've just had some success with him for whatever reason, and they're making most of his. Ag's Shard is pretty good. The Eternal Shroud is quite a nice item for him. Tons of spell lifesteal.
Yeah.
So I think it makes sense.
The Bloodstone is super good.
Yes, Bloodstone as well if you want to go for that. Definitely got a lot of options. Return of Abaddon. Is Brex on the team? Yes, he is.
Yeah, that's Brex's hero confirmed.
His Ag Shard is pretty awful, so we won't see that. That's fine. The rest of the hero is still pretty good.
10 seconds remaining.
Rubik. Very safe draft from both teams so far.
5
Yeah.
seconds remaining.
Safe start.
Tell you what we won't see is an Outworld Devourer. Because, at least from Max anyway.
And it's also Outworld Destroyer now.
That too.
Just to make things
Even though
confusing.
Valve called it Outworld Devourer earlier.
They can't. Obviously, they've just got manually hard-coded strings everywhere, and they have to go back and update them. I think Mars got some really nice buffs. A nice new Aghanim's effect. His Ag Shard is pretty good too. The rest of his kit's still as good as it's always been.
But it was funny because in 727 he was like the default offlaner. And everyone was like, yeah, this hero is like too good. And then they nerf him a little bit, but then give him this whole new Aghanims change. And everyone's like, oh, you can build Ag's Deso and be unkillable and destroy buildings.
His Aghanims is ridiculous, and even his Shard is very, very good.
Yeah.
So being able to spear 2 people into a wall, and then it does bonus damage and slow as well, just because.
I didn't know it did bonus damage as well. I thought it was just 2. Even if it was just 2, I think that'd be really good.
But it puts a fiery trail on the floor. It doesn't do much damage. It's like 35 damage a second, but it's still like, if they're stunned for 3 seconds, you know, it's adding 100 damage just because. And it slows them as well, because yeah, why not?
Shadow Demon. So they're taking away the Abaddon counter? One of the Abaddon counters is Shadow Demon. It's a real pain in the ass playing against Shadow Demon as Abaddon.
For the Dispel.
Yeah. And also because you can ball him under ult.
Yes, true. Just to waste his time.
Just wasting his time. You can.
Ult
it's also
slows
useful
him.
because normally balling enemies kind of like cucks your team, like cold blocks them. But actually, in the case of Abaddon, that's kind of what you want.
Yeah.
In case anyone just gets like mindless core syndrome.
That's true. You've got a lot of save on the Dire. A lot. But then the Radiant are more aggressive. They've got the stuns. So
yeah.
Both teams need the opposite now. Radiant might need a defensive option, but Dire need an offensive option.
5 seconds
So we'll see.
Maybe Dire pick a Faceless Void, which you can't counter.
Maybe.
Maybe.
We don't see a lot of Void these days. He
Doesn't
got
do enough
nerfed
damage.
quite hard, yeah. You need a lot of items on him to do anything now.
Maybe Dire just goes full defensive. They get a Slark, they get an LC, and they get an Outworld Devourer.
I'm not sure we're going to see OD, but I know some people want to try it. I'm not even entirely sure how his mechanics have changed. I hadn't played OD since the last time. I know they've reworked a lot of his skills again, so.
They've taken all the spiciness out of a lot of his skills, basically. Just like, imagine old OD, but just every skill is boring.
That's maybe what the original OD was.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's hard. They keep playing with the idea that maybe he should have some wave clear, and then they take it away again, and they put it back on a new skill, and they go, nah, let's take it away. So The question is, can you buff a hero to the point where he's so strong as a core that it doesn't matter that he doesn't have wave clear? That's the question.
Well, Clink's, I think, is, for example, your canonical hero that has no wave clear.
That's a good point.
So
10 seconds.
I think there is a place for these like people who just have insane single target DPS. But the problem, but Clink's has also an escape, and also has a spell to give him like, I don't know, 1000 HP, here, give or take.
Yeah, that helps.
Whereas also Clink's does physical damage, so that goes through BKB.
Yes.
Whereas OD's, it's like doesn't have any of those, and he doesn't do damage to BKB. So yeah, it's in a weird spot. So it's like a spellcaster type thing.
Yeah, he's some weird auto
It's
attacking
a single target
spellcaster.
spellcaster. Yeah.
With an ult that can do a lot of damage. The problem with OD and his ult, in my opinion, is it's always a really snowbally skill. If you're behind an OD, your ult does like, it's a dragon
damage.
slave. But then if you're ahead, you just turn up to a fight and just one-shot half their team. It's like, great, we've lost. So the ult feels a bit weird to me.
And you have to imprison people to get ult stacks.
Yeah, you used to be able to auto-attack them as well with your orb, and now it has to be the imprisonment.
Yeah, you'd like beat into them with Q for a bit and then drop the hammer.
Yeah,
Marana.
That's good with Shadow Demon. Also a very good hero this patch, so fair enough.
Yeah, they've taken away the Marana counter, which is Abaddon as well. I quite like it.
Yeah, I guess you can still go for other forms of Dispel. There's Oracle. No, Oracle's banned. There is Legion Commander. Can Dispel Arrow. Trying to think of any other hero with a nice early game defensive Dispel. Omni Knight, if you're really desperate to remove the combo from your team.
Ogre Magi.
You got a slight
It's the safest possible draft coming out from Radiant.
It is a little bit, isn't it? Support, stun,
core.
Mars. Mid Ogre, I've played for some reason. A lot of games I've played, there's been a mid Ogre, and you get a Midas in about 7 or 8 minutes, and then 20 minutes into the game, you're top net worth, you're 5 levels ahead of everyone, you're just running around multicasting everyone. It's got some potential. It definitely.
Dagon 5 Scythe E-Blade.
Yeah, E-Blade's really good, especially with Ogre, who can do over 1,000 damage with his Fire Blast. So we'll see.
Is this Marana mid? Is this Marana pos 4?
Marana mid needs to be played by a very skilled Marana player, I feel. Ursa coming back again. I really don't like Ursa at the moment. I feel like he's quite a mediocre hero, but he seems to be popular. Maybe I'm not understanding him.
Good at dominating melee offlaners. That's his main niche, right? You like snowball a lane win into a kind of rapid battle fury. He still just does a shit ton of damage.
He always does. I mean, that's basically his kit, isn't it? Damage, 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 and damage. With a bit of a slow, so that he can do more damage.
Yeah.
You are right.
Unlike OD, of course, he's melee, so he can build a battle fury. If OD could build a battle fury, I think that's what people would do.
That would be weird. I mean, people would say, could you go Maelstrom? But it doesn't work on him. He attacks so slowly.
Yeah.
It's not useful. He should just take the lead you have, build some int items, and try and kill people.
You can't go Mask of Madness because it silences you.
That is really not a good item on him.
I think there was a patch where it didn't silence.
Yeah, it didn't use the silence for a while.
Yeah.
Like when it was first in the game, I think it was just you take more damage. Then they put the silence on later. But the silence is, well, I'm going to say a new edition. It's been out for a few years now, but the first half of Dota didn't have a silencing MKB.
Yeah.
MKB? Mask of Madness.
Good old days.
Yeah. But people didn't realize how good Mask of Madness was back then. It's only when people finally cottoned on to how OP this item was. Anti-Mage. Not a hero that is not in every single game, but I think he does work fairly well against their team. Obviously, Shadow Demon is known as a counter to Anti-Mage, but you've got no other reliable crowd control, do you? You have to arrow him.
Ball and arrow will bring him down. I just feel like the bigger issue is you can just stick Ursa in any lane where the anti-mage is, and Ursa, you can't fight Ursa kind of at any stage of the game, I think is the bigger problem. Like maybe if the anti-mage gets so far ahead, but...
Anti-mage I feel like has the edge over Ursa in the late game, but you are right that he cannot man-fight the Ursa, but he can avoid the Ursa absolutely no problem. So he's got to be assassinating the Shadow Demon, kill the Marana, kill whoever mid-hero they end up picking, and then you just have to leave Ursa till last. Once you've burned all his mana with your illusions, then you can kill him. You are right there. Well, we'll see the matchups. I like your idea that try to lane the Ursa against the anti-mage, but that will require a few mind games from Dire. But
As
I
in,
would
not
like
in
to
the
see it.
laning stage, but just like kind of post laning stage, you know, with like one core farming in like a side lane, you know?
Do you want to see a Baden against anti-mage? Because if you burn all of Abaddon's mana, I guess he's still actually a strong strength here with Curse of Avernus. It's not that bad. You'll probably
You can
trade
silence
okay.
him.
Yeah, maybe you'll trade okay against anti-mage. Orb of Corrosion got nerfed this patch. It's now 100 gold more expensive, so you have to pay a little bit extra gold for those stats. So for some heroes, it may not be worth it anymore.
10 seconds remaining.
I feel like Ursa or Monkey might still be good heroes in which it is worth it.
Yeah, maybe on those two, for sure. But not on
Both
every
super
hero.
high physical damage, yeah.
Yeah, like I wouldn't want to see it on Ogre Magi. Basically.
Not with that attitude.
Orb of Venom I want to see on Ogre, fine, but I feel like you're spending a lot of money for not much of a buff to him. So I wouldn't want to see that.
Pango banned and Lena banned. Yeah, I wonder what they're gonna do here for the mid pick. So they could go for a Storm Spirit again, then they have to really go out of their way and lock down these two super mobile heroes.
Oh, go mobility on the Radiant, I agree. Get a Queen of Pain or something, or just get as much mobility as you possibly can, because the enemy team just can't punish it.
Such a pain in the ass playing against a Storm that's like a Shadow Demon kind of thing.
Yeah, you just get killed. And your team can't save you. I mean, Abaddon can help you out a bit, I guess, but he's not going to be... The two supports aren't going to be sitting next to each other the whole time.
Yeah.
Ursa can't stay on a Storm Spirit or an Anti-Mage. Or
No.
even a Queen of Pain, I think, would do pretty well this game. I'm trying to think of any other high mobilities. You could
Puck.
always do Puck. Yeah, Puck works good.
Puck's actually really good because silence is kind of a huge ball ache for Abaddon.
Yeah, really long silence as well. I think it's 3 seconds, maybe 3.5. Low cooldown as well, especially when you get the talent.
Actually nerfed Puck in this B patch.
Yeah, they did. It's a small amount, but I think some talent tweaks. Still had to do it though.
Yeah. Puck was really good in this patch.
We are running out of reserve time. 3 seconds. I hope they've got something in mind. 1 second. Oh, almost at 0. Bloodseeker. Okay.
That's the Ollie Bloodseeker. So Ollie plays this kind of greedy. It's not greedy. That's unfair. But this like very farm-oriented Bloodseeker rather than gank-oriented.
Yeah, he plays it like a core, really, like a POS
Yeah,
one.
like a POS one.
Okay, Dire have gone for Puck. That does give them some lockdown. It makes sense against Anti-Mage. Early game, you've got the silence. Then you've got Dream Coil. Anti-Mage can't blink out of Dream Coil. So once you... I mean, Puck... After they made that change where you can't blink out of Dream Coil, or you can't Storm Spirit zip out of it, or you can't use any mobility out of it, Puck became like the ultimate keep the mobility hero in place.
Dark, yeah.
Then they gave him Aghanims, which goes through BKB. So now Puck can definitely hold a target in place. So can Anti-Mage stand his ground while Ursa runs in and smashes him to death? We're going to find out.
You can do really fancy shenanigans with Manta Star. Because you know, like, it spawns you in 3 illusions in a triangle. So if you go right to the edge and you get lucky with Manta, you can spawn on the far break range.
I have
illusion.
heard about that, yeah, but you're going to have
hard.
to walk
It's almost
yourself-
impossible, but it is hard.
You're going to have to walk yourself right to the very, very edge of the Dream Coil, and then you're going to have to Manta and hope.
Yeah,
I think that's going to be it's going to be pretty hard.
I agree. This draft you favouring here?
Ooh, I'm going to let some people vote first. Dire have voted with 20 channel points and Radiant with 10,000. So I feel like
10,000.
I feel like you should hold on some of your channel points, guys, because you know how if one prediction is much more than the other, the people who predict less state to gain way, way, way more points. Like, so if the Radiant win, they get 3% more channel points, whereas if the Dire win, they get 33.58 times more channel points. So, because it all comes out of the same pool effectively. So, basically, we want people to vote, but I feel like, yeah, hold on channel points for what? That is a good point. Can't vote in your region.
I would say Dire has a stronger laning stage.
What region is that?
Now,
Belgium?
Depending on how the laning stage goes, I think it's going to dictate the pace of the mid game quite a lot. So, like, if the laning stage is kind of even and then everything's static, then I think Radiant wins the kind of greed war.
30 seconds to battle.
Yeah.
But the Radiant could, I feel like, totally collapse the laning stage, and then Dire just snowballs on top of them, and then they have no way out of that, I think. So I think it's going to all come down to the lanes in this game.
Yeah, we're going to see. Doi just got Brex supporting him. In the bot lane, you've got Nat and stuff, because they want to run the Shadow Demon Mirana combo.
Yeah.
But you've got Mirana as a core. That should be interesting.
So you got Pos 5 Abaddon top, 2 melee cores top. This is kind of okay against. Oh, they got the silence on him. He's got the hit.
Ooh, look at the
Doing
top
a lot of
lane.
damage to Tim.
Looking at the bot lane, having a look at top again. Breck's just standing his ground, but Jabemo doesn't seem to care. He knows Fabot's coming up again. But can he get off in time? No, I think he realizes that he's messed
gonna
up.
get silenced.
Very
He's
far.
dead, I think.
Very far, very far. He does use
nice,
it. Tim, God's rebuke. Jabemo with the Fade Bolt. Kill. Oh, they just
And he
get the kill.
fades
50 HP. You don't have to jump. No Earth Shock. But then, Rubik is a very, very slow hero. I think Jabemo has to deny himself to Roche. So don't try and... Oh my god, he actually got away with the juke.
This is really good for Radiant here as well. They're wasting so much time.
And Doige just TP's back to the lane. Yeah, that was good. I mean, they got a kill, right? So we'll take that. But Doige is straight back in the lane, so that's okay. Bot lane had quite a bit of a fight too. Look how low Veteran is.
Yeah,
and they nerfed Ignite hard. They must have
arrow
done.
comboed him.
Oh, they must have done. Didn't actually see it, but Ignite is 110 mana, but it only does 20 damage a second now, so it got, you know, it's worse than 1 damage per mana at the moment, which is really not good. A lot worse than it's been before.
It's only equal to 6 Orb of Venoms.
6 Orb of Venom. Technically, but you're going to be hitting for quite a long time.
Yeah, after that.
Lars Rubik has quite a lot of damage potential. Oh, Brex, please don't say you found a courier. No, can't quite find it.
Brex, isn't worth it.
He's taking a lot of damage. A lot of damage there from the creep wave too. Curse of Avernus level 1. Needs to put a point in Aphotic Shield.
Yeah, he needs to just chain pull. He can't do anything on 30% HP against those two.
Only with the
and
early
the
point
wave
of
is
Blood
pushing
Rage.
now.
Is that what you do on Bloodseeker? Early point
This
Blood
is
Rage?
what Ollie likes to do.
Doesn't that make you take damage when you use it?
Yes, it does. But actually, the regen from the creeps is still like massive.
So you just use it for the attack speed, 60 attack speed, a bit of spell amp. No points of blood, right? I guess against Puck, he's thinking, oh well, there's no point because.
I've played a lot of pubs with Ollie in the last over Christmas break, really.
Unlucky.
But this is he doesn't like to take any points in blood, right? Actually, even when he's not playing against things like Puck.
Wow.
In top lane.
This is the kill. Jabemo managed to find another kill on Brex. Was Brex still level 1? Yes, he was. Brex needs to get some levels. I mean, I feel like there's a balance between letting your cores get some levels and not being level 1 on the support 3 minutes in.
It's about, yeah, I mean, that's what pulls are for, I think. Brex
Well,
needs to be pulling rather than trading.
So, Ollie's gone for no point getting Blood Right against Puck because Puck gets phase shifted, so I'm just going to level up Blood Rage and Mother Spell first. Bot lane, they managed to find a kill. They found a kill on Roids, killing Anti-Mage. This is really huge. And they're going to get a pull to wipe out the Creep Wave too. Still doing okay in farm though.
There's not much you can really do against the ball as an anti-mage. It's like, yes, technically you have counterspell, but it's like you're not, you know, if they're initiating onto you like that, you're probably not going to counterspell it at this stage.
Yeah,
Then
that's
you're
true.
just going to get blown up.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, Ollie's doing really well in the mid lane. Look at this farm. And yes, I was right. He's actually going to skip Blood Right entirely because he's thinking, well, I'm never going to get it off anyway. But
it's just not what he does. He just favors the attack speed and
okay.
It's just not what he likes to do because he likes to get his Maelstrom really fast. So he has Blood Right maxed out.
I'm not sure why he just ran into. I don't know why he just ran into the crit. He gets a lot of healing. Back to the old days, isn't it? When one of his abilities was just heal, but now it's built into his other skill.
So you just can't get rid of him. How much he heals even from range creeps.
How much does he heal? Let's find out. Whoa, that was over 100 health. He did level up at the same time, though. I guess it doesn't count. He's gone infused raindrops. Very good item against Puck. Ollie just runs straight up to the high ground. Ups to Blood Rage. He's got 3 points of Blood Rage already. 120 attack speed. Royd has managed to find a courier. I think Tibetan was in a bit of trouble. He gets silenced. Nice spear away from Tim. I think they're going to be okay in the top lane. I think the Radiant still have the advantage here. Tim's last hitting is looking pretty good. Radiant's last hitting overall is looking really good.
Somewhat's going to go down on bottom lane.
Yeah, I'm having a look. He actually mangoes to ball himself, but I don't see him getting away from this, and they know it's the real one is. Veteran may die to Nat, he will die, in fact to the creep wave. But I'd say it's worth it. Anti-Mage got a kill. He's got his wand now and a ring of health. So he's going to be able to sustain in this lane. Being peppered by Mirana constantly. Mirana's shard actually makes her a pretty good core these days. I think it's really good.
I look forward to him build. I assume he's going to build it this game, and I kind of look forward to that.
It's
1.5 times critical strike.
I mean, it's 50% crit, but on every single hit. Also, you get another leap. You have 4 leap charges.
You get another leap. Oh,
Yeah,
it's big.
it gives +1 leap charges. So you have 4 leaps, and each one gives you a small guaranteed crit, which is 50% more damage. Because that's not even base damage. That's just all damage. It's pretty good.
Yeah. You have 10 seconds of critting then if you use all 4 charges.
Yeah, if you leap into leap into leap into leap, I think that's 6 seconds actually. It only lasts 1 point. Oh no.
It's 2.5.
Oh, it's 2.5. Oh, my mistake. I thought it was 1.5. Yeah, but you're right. 2.5 seconds. So yeah, 10 seconds. It's a good thing leap is so cheap. You can always leap away from anti-mage. Not anymore though. He lost all your mana. Someone's trying to save him. Veteran just running after that. He's got the Fire Blast rank 2. 1 auto attack. Yeah, Veteran will find the kill on that. Very nice.
There's 5 charges here building up on Veteran though. He's going to dodge dodge that one.
4 charges. 5 charges. No, 4.
The Dukes.
Trying again. Oh, but they've expired, and he missed anyway. That's 3 Shadow Poisons that he's missed. That's 120 mana gone. I'm never sure about the max Shadow Poison. It can be really aggressive, but you need to be really, really aggressive with it. And if you're playing with Mirana, surely you just match the Soul Catcher. Easy catapult last hit. What is going on here? Debate Mail, he's being chased. He's got the Fade Bolt, but I think he's dead. Tim's here. Oh, Tim uses the Mango, Soul Ring, not a Mango, for the spear, but it was a little bit too late. Brex actually finds a bit of revenge on Debate Mail in the top lane. He's going to be happy with that.
Yeah, this is what Ollie likes to do. Get fast Javelin. Now his Javelin is really hard to get.
Royce is in trouble. Royce, he actually dies. He blinks away, he dies. Yeah, they just went ball into spear, and then he's dead. It's only rank 1 spear. I feel like maybe you max out spear if you're playing with Shadow Demon, but that's gone for no. I need to farm. Starstorm is just too reliable, and when you've only got 1 rank of counterspell, it's not a lot of magic resist. And he's using his arrow as well a lot to farm creep, so that's very low on mana. You're right, Ollie is just having a great time. Look at Ollie's farm compared to Juju. Juju's on 25 last hits. Missing some more fighting in the top lane. It's just the supports alive now. Both cores are dead. It's yet again Brex versus Debate Mail. Brex is charging, and he's actually used the Photic Shield. That's 110 damage. Is it enough to kill the Ruby? Yes, it is. Orb of Venom, the power of it. Shield's going to explode. Use a Mistcoil. Yeah, really nice play from Brex. Showing the power of even a Pos 5 Abaddon with Orb of Venom. Pretty scary. Roids goes in. Cancels the clarity. Uses another leap. There's the ball. We're trying to do the arrow. But then he realizes the Veteran's standing in the way. Very nice.
He held the arrow off. I like that.
Look at Ollie's farming, maxing the Blood Rage first and then going first, not even getting Rupture. Tim manages to find a kill on Brex. Nice bit of revenge there. Doesn't even use Arena, but now has it.
He's kind of playing like a Broodmother. This is like a Broodmother build, is what this is.
I mean,
what Ollie's doing.
Oh, yeah, in terms of where he's put the skill points, for sure. Getting the early Javelin. Soon he'll have Maelstrom, like, what, 9-minute Maelstrom? Huck's coming with the haste. Royce is in a lot of trouble. Already uses the Spell Shield, counter spell. We're just going to put immediately Dream Coil onto Puck, from Puck onto the Anti-Mage. Looks like they've got someone in ball, Veteran, but he's quite a tanky hero. He's also got 11 armor now he's under the tower, but a lot of damage going on to him. Nice stun from Debate. Is it going to be enough? Veteran's pretty low. Only 1 rank of Shadow Poison. He'll be okay. But
gonna keep going.
Okay, they killed Anti-Mage. That's good. But look at Ollie's farm. I mean, this isn't the first game for Ollie to be far ahead of the net worth, but this is fantastic. He's over 30 last hits ahead. Nearly got that Maelstrom. 3 10-minute Maelstroms going to let him farm very, very fast. Let him actually be a core hero. And you're already trying to deal with Anti-Mage. You don't also now want to be dealing with a Bloodseeker who's doing well. It's just not what you want to have to, cope with.
Yeah. It's really scary how fast you can farm.
I didn't realize, just max your first ability, just hit creeps. You're always going to be on full HP. Trying to see who's got cameras enabled. Didn't actually check this earlier. So Brex, yeah, Brex always can count on a Brex cam. Ooh, Debate will get stunned and then ball. That's the wrong way around, I think you'll find. Oh no, Nat had mana and then he lost all of it.
Oh, a bit of miscommunication.
Juju's come in. Does get the phase shift off. Actually has to use Dream Coil for the last hit. I think he does 100 damage.
Die now,
125. Yeah, he's lost all his mana. Royce still has Mana Void. Look at the damage Mana Void did to Puck. Veterans gets the last hit with a cheeky right click. And what's Ollie doing in the meantime? Just mashing his face into the tower. Now he's gone to farm the jungle. He's level 9. His net worth is so far ahead. Ollie accidentally TP'd to mid-tier 1. Okay, nice one. Didn't actually catch that.
I also missed that, so your fails will not
Ah.
be revealed by the casters today.
You're safe, Ollie.
Dire's middle tower
He's just gonna he's gonna beat this tower down. First tier 1 to drop. I feel like Ollie's just gonna take off like a rocket.
He pretty much is already. I mean, 10-minute Maelstrom. He's nearly level 10 at 10 minutes, which is, you know, good XP. Let's have a look at the net worth now that we're at the 10-minute mark. I think it's looking really good for Radiant. It might be 8 for 8 in kills, but Bloodseeker's already on 5k. And Anti-Mage, he's not doing incredibly well, but it's not beyond, you know, repair either. What on earth is going on under here? Veteran to Bait Mail, the two supports. Look how tanky Ogre is, just throwing his face in with the Orb of Venom. Realizes, okay, there's a TP, I have to back off, but he's in no danger of dying. Dire have created a lot of vision around which the Ursa can farm, but Ursa's not going to out-farm Anti-Mage. I think Anti-Mage is just going to get too far ahead. But we'll see. What's Ollie
He's
doing?
not really farming that much right now, though. 11 minutes with 48 CS.
Yeah, it's not
Compared
massive.
to Ollie's,
He's got
we
to have
almost double the CS.
Well, you see what Anti-Mage did. He bought a wand, a Wraith Band, infused raindrops, and the full treads. So he definitely knows that it's a pretty hectic early game. I'm going to need items. So I can't just rush that Battle Fury, you know, naked brown boots Battle Fury. Well, he comes in for a kill though. Royds is looking for it. He's waiting for the kill. Kills the illusions first, then finally gets the kill.
They let him kill him.
Very
Nobody
nice.
cares, is it?
I like the way he's building. Who played Anti-Mage last time? That was Ross, I think. Didn't agree with the build. He maxed out Mana Break and then went a second point and counterspell. Rank 1 Blink for such a long time. You need to have that high rank Blink just so you can get in and out.
It's very rare that maxing counterspell is useful. Maybe if you have like int offlaners like Lesh or Zeus or something, but
It's okay to get a few points if you're against like a Skyrath mid or something, just so you have
Yeah.
the lower cooldown, but mostly you're right, yeah. I think he just wanted the magic resist, but you need to get Blink on a low cooldown. Oh, a little dodge from Debate Mail. Nice slither. Ollie actually manages to find a kill on Juju. Just uses his ult and auto attacks. Maybe he couldn't TP out.
he was TPing. He was in the he beat him down in 3 seconds.
Oh my god, he didn't even have the double damage rune. Now he's just going to run around. Level 12 Bloodseeker. He's going for Gleipnir straight away, which obviously has some synergy with the Bloodright. Root them all in place, then just Bloodright them.
Stop some TPing.
I wonder if he even needs... Oh, it does stop TPing. I was going to say, what if he even needs to go there? He's so farmed. He might as well just go bigger core items. I don't know. Even saying a lot of damage to an Abaddon, but it isn't Abaddon. Okay, he manages to pop his ult. I actually would have arena'd there.
is under attack.
But never mind. They're going to take the tower. That's no problem.
Free T1 tower.
It is.
The Dire's top tower is doing its best, but it doesn't look good.
Oh, I've got a Tim Cam. That's important. Oh, big damage going to Nat. Are they going to kill Nat? They actually lift him up onto the cliff, but of course he can leap because he's playing Mirana, but he's got a lot of ignite damage left on him. No, he's going to be fine. Just about. Arrow goes into Roids, but it's not long enough duration. It's only rank 1 arrow. So only stands 3.5 seconds. Yes, they ult him, but it's not going to do a lot. Ollie, meanwhile, finds another kill. He's very low on HP, but he does get a salve. Mars has the Blink Dagger. Tim's ready to go. Look at Ollie's net worth. This is ridiculous. 7,400 gold. He is so far ahead of everyone else. He's just playing his own game, pretty much.
I don't think people realize how much damage he's actually doing by just hitting them. Because people are like, oh, TP out Bloodseeker's face, and then he just beats him to death. And they're like, oh,
Dire's top tower
okay.
is under attack.
I can't do that.
I mean, no one can face Ollie in a one-on-one at this point. Just because of the sheer level advantage he has is ridiculous. He's 4 levels ahead, actually. 3 levels ahead of Tim, but he's 4 levels ahead of everyone on the enemy team. I mean, that is pretty scary. It's 13, 14 minutes, and you don't have a single level 10 hero. The Dire are massively XP starved this game. I think that's going to be a problem. Roids' farm is looking pretty good.
Yeah, he's caught up a lot with all the space.
Yeah. He just has the 2 cheaper components left to go. And then he'll be ready with his Battle Fury. What is the Ursa doing? Ursa is also pretty close to Battle Fury, but I still don't think you're going to be out farming an Anti-Mage. Very few heroes can. Maybe a handful of illusion heroes. But that's it.
Alchemist.
Yes, Alchemist is true. Yeah. Maybe Naga, Terrorblade, Meepo,
Yeah. There's super
Arc
Rice heroes.
Warden. Yeah, the ultimate Rice heroes. But Anti-Mage is pretty high up there. he has to take a lot of damage. They blink in, but I think that's a little bit ambitious. Oh, they find the kill with the Vision. Jabate Mel gets the kill with the Fade Bolt. Nice kill. Juju is in a little bit of trouble. Ready for the Dream Core. Yes, he does get 3, but Tim goes in with the Arena. Really patient with the Spear. Stolen Dream Core. Nice. Ollie's now just killing absolutely everyone. Brex ult does pop. Spear goes on to Juju. They just need a tiny bit of damage. Roy's is waiting for the blink. We do have the phase shift though. Ooh, Roy's. Now we can go in for the kill. Ollie will find another kill. This is an absolute massacre. Apart from Deutsch, who wasn't in the fight at all.
It's a disaster.
It is a disaster.
It was a really nice little Rubik puck steal there on the puck ultimate. It held them in. It held them in to get silenced as well. This probably going to realize in a minute that he can't fight the Bloodseeker particularly well.
Not with how underfarmed he is. I mean, he's on track for 17-minute Battle Fury, but then Roids will have it at about the same time, maybe 18 minutes. But the problem is, Battle Fury alone isn't going to fight this Bloodseeker who's got... Look how much gold he's got. He's got the full Gleipnir at 16 minutes. This is like a 6,000 gold item. How much gold does it cost? It's 6,150 gold. He's got it already, and he's nearly got the Holy Asher. 16 minutes. He's 401 with 171 last hits, 16 minutes. He's so far ahead. He's got over double the farm of an anti-mage. An anti-mage's only job in the game is to farm, whereas Ollie's also got 4 kills and an assist. It's yeah, it's looking pretty good for Radiant, I'd say. 200 mana cost. You did talk about that recently, I think. That's a very expensive item in terms of mana. Oh,
yeah, and Bloodseeker has a lot of mana spells as well.
Bit of a fight mid. Tim, I think he's in a lot of trouble trying to TP out. Very ambitious. Oh, that was so close. They walked behind him. You know, Tim's actually got 3 points of Bulwark rather than maxing God's Rebuke. That's interesting. A really defensive build. Quite interesting, yeah. It's you don't usually see that, but Bulwark does scale very well if you're willing to.
They like the nice arrow, but they're going to purge it.
Who spoiled that shot? Yeah, Rubik arrow pretty good. Still only rank 1 because Mirana is prioritizing Leap because, of course, Leap gives you a bit of an attack speed bonus. You still have the Leap attack speed bonus talent. So with the crit as well, you can have guaranteed crits, 50% crits, and 175 attack speed. That's pretty good. Ollie's running around with Blood Trail behind him. Oh, he's running into the entire enemy team. Not ideal. Gleipnir doesn't actually catch anyone with it because he doesn't cast it. You can't catch anyone with it if you don't cast it. He uses it now to run away. 3 heroes were on the high ground. Now they pop the demonic pose, but it's a little bit late. Juju is going to hit Ollie, doing a lot of damage to him.
He's a raid boss.
He is. Please. Oh my god, he gets a kill. He heals up. Whoa, he almost died, Ollie. What are you doing? The Aphotic Shield nearly kills him. The spacing from Ollie. Come on, get the stun in. Oh, there goes one arrow. There goes the other arrow.
It's a max rank arrow onto max.
It's not even a max rank. It's a rank 1 arrow max distance, but it's only 3.5 second stun. I can't believe Ollie got out of that. He walked into the high ground against 3 people, gets away with a kill. Now he's going to farm though. Deutsch turned up with the double damage and the Battle Fury. Veteran's going to go down. But I don't think that's much of an inconvenience because look, Roids, he's getting pretty close to Yasha. He's got the Battle Fury. He's farming up now. I mean, look at the farm. The Radiant have such a lead. It's ridiculous. It's going to be very, very hard for the Dire now. They don't have a ton of lockdown. They're relying on Dream Core, which doesn't even stun.
I think that fight, if they just really big time commit on him, like for example, the Bloodseeker Q can be dispersible, so if they just commit onto him.
Oh, I think you're in trouble, Nat. Nat's trying to stand his ground. Rubik does a lot of damage. Nice ball. Save him from the blood right. He'll be okay. They've got both save supports with him, but Tim blinks in. Tries to immediately kill somewhat. Procs Brex ult as well. He's taking quite a lot of damage. They do manage to find a kill on somewhat. Royce has turned up. There's 1 kill. 1 for 1 at the moment.
Oh,
but Ollie's here.
running.
Ollie is running. He's not sure. He's just being a little bit careful. He dewards. Okay, so they end up all backing off. Veteran just bullwhips an enemy. They changed bulb a little bit last patch. It slows for 1 second less, but it's got more of an effect.
You know, I had no idea it slows. I only thought it was a positive buff.
Yeah, because people don't tend to use it in that way. I just noticed the team with Bloodseeker and Anti-Mage also have Ogre Magi. So you're enjoying a ridiculous amount of free move speed and attack speed. So yeah, that's pretty good. Good for Bloodseeker anyway.
I would definitely prioritize your you Shadow Demon getting an Ags this game. It will destroy Anti-Mage, it will destroy Bloodseeker. Even destroy Mars actually with the break.
It's pretty good. The problem is how does Shadow Demon get the money for it? He's a very poor support. But he does need it, yeah.
It would be really, really good for them. Okay.
Ollie's still got a massive level lead at the moment. Gleipnir taking a lot of damage, Gleipnir. But then that can just leap out, never mind, because he gets stunned. And Ollie will be thinking he's very happy for that. Somewhat, taking a lot of damage. Does ball himself to try and survive. I think Tim's got the shard. No, he doesn't. I just thought it was. I heard something that I saw something I thought was fiery, but in fact it wasn't the shard. But never mind. Ollie will still get the kill. He's got Sanj and Yasha now ready. Sanj and Yasha Gleipnir. Wondering what other items he will go for now. Level 18. I think he can go a bit more greedy. I would like to see maybe Abyssal Blade or something. But we'll see.
Yeah, everyone is really farmed. They're 10k net worth up at 20 minutes.
Yeah, 13k on Ollie, 10k on Roids. I mean, Roids is thinking, I don't even really need to be here this game, but if the game goes long enough, I'll eventually be so far ahead, there's going to be no chance. Yeah, I think this is the Bristleback all over again. Like, Bristleback won a few in-houses in a row, really dominated them, then he got banned. I think Bloodseeker's going to go the same way. I think he's not had a bad game for the last few games.
Certainly against Ollie's team. I think Ollie's Bloodseeker build is really good. I mean, it's kind of showcasing here.
Well, he had the perfect matchup to try it out with, and he just farmed so hard.
He's experimented. Hard. He's experimented with a lot in pubs. Like he used to rush on Mjolnir, but actually that's kind of too greedy. So I think he's settled maybe on Gleipnir. It's the first time I've been in build Gleipnir.
I mean, Gleipnir just goes so well with Bloodseeker skill that it makes sense to get it. I guess the problem with Atos is it wasn't really a core item. But now you've turned Atos plus a core item together into a perfect AoE route that also does magic damage. It's just so much burst. He
buffs your lightning as well.
He went for lifesteal instead of the bloodrite damage, but that's fair enough. There we go. Using the ball already, but Doige is ready to go. Massive arena from Tim. Gets 3 people, but there's a huge stream coil as well. I think Dire are able to stand their ground. Doige gets 1 kill. He might find some others. Veteran manages to escape with the Glimmer Cape, but Juju, he's in a lot of trouble. Ollie running him down. Oh, you've got to stop Ollie. He is just so fast. Absolute race car. Okay, loses some speed. Gets another kill. And now the speed is increasing. Slow him down a little bit with ball, but you're not going to escape Ollie the Optimist. Maybe you just sit there and fight him. Yeah, you do. In fact, you kill him with the Shadow Demon. That is a massive kill from Somewhat. Killing Ollie, getting a 9-time streak, 722 gold. Last person alive, Debate Mail. Apart from, nope, never mind, because Roids has just taken a tier 2. Oh, and Debate Mail. He turns around, he gets the kill on Brex. I mean, even with Ollie dying, that's still a massive fight for the Dire. The Radiant, sorry, because Anti-Mage wasn't even there. He managed to take a tier 2 tower. He's farming away.
That Basher turned up at the right time for them.
It did. And that big Shadow Demon nuke at the end with the max Shadow Poison. Oh, strong. Ollie needs a BKB, I think. What is he going to build?
So when I play Shadow Demon, I don't like maxing out Shadow Poison.
Same.
I think it's difficult to land in chaotic team fights. It's difficult to land a lot of them. Whereas the radius on Soul Catcher level 1 is so bad. And also like compared to like how big it gets and like how much it like scales in terms of like
you need
pure
to be
damage.
careful here, Tim.
Ooh, Tim.
Yeah, Tim, I'm not entirely sure. At least hit the tower. Yeah, he does have a DD, but oh, Roids is here. Okay, never mind. Maybe Tim is not dying. That spear was a little bit too early. Tim does go down, but I mean, if you can kill Juju, that's worth it. Nice. Oh, the damage goes straight through a Photic Shield.
How did you get a vision of him? Oh, his Bloodseeker.
Oh yeah, Global Bloodseeker. Doing his bit even while not there. Veteran.
That old chestnut.
Bear is running at you, Ogre. You need to run away. Oh, the bash. Beautiful. Then he pops the Enrage anyway, so there's going to be an easy kill. But Ollie turns up, slices through that, manages to get the silence off, but Royce, he has to blink away because Doige is pretty strong. Got to be careful for Ursa.
That's the absolute zoomer running around.
It's 2 for 2 at the moment. Ollie's waiting on the Gleipnir cooldown. Royce just blinking to mid, going to do a little bit more farming. Have a look at the hero levels. Level 20 on Ollie, level 19 on Royce. Ollie's just carving his way through some more camps. I mean, the map vision is really, really good on the Radiant. They can basically go wherever they want now. No consequence.
All things considered, these fights are, considering how far behind they are, the fights are not as bad as you think they would be.
I agree. Yeah.
Like 2 for 2 there, like Ursa's killing people, you know, like it's not It's not an unwinnable game, this, by any measure.
I think you're right. 16. Well, it's about 14,000 gold behind now, and they can still do a good job. They can still get some kills. They managed to kill Ollie. But the anti-mage is on a timer, you know. He's already got his basher. He'll have the Abyssal Blade before you know it. Let's have a look at the GPM at the moment. GPM 654 on Bloodseeker, 600 on anti-mage. Every few minutes he's upgrading an item.
Level 3 ult on Ursa now. He's finally hit 18. There'll be a Abyssal Blade coming out for Ursa soon as well, which would be nice.
Handy item.
Yeah.
Wow, Ursa's cooldown goes from 70 seconds at rank 1 to 30 seconds at rank 3 on his ultimate. That's a massive change. You're right, he has nearly got Abyssal, but then Anti-Mage nearly has Abyssal and he has a whole Manta style as well. So I think Anti-Mage is quite far ahead here. And they're going to have Roche too. They are absolutely carving it up. Royds has the Essence Ring, interesting. But Dire, no, this is a chance for Dire to get some big kills. They get a stun on Ollie, that's a lot of damage going to Ollie, but Tim, he goes in with the arena, keeping Ollie alive, big blood, right? Can they kill Doge? Doge does pop his ult. Juju's on 1 HP, is going to go down. This is a massacre. Doge now gets ulted. Ollie just running around, being a little bit careful. That still has 1 leap charge, but Jabatemel is here on top of him. No more leaps left for Ollie, but Ollie goes down. Jabatemel accidentally puts himself on the high ground, but I think it's going to be okay. That does have Aghanim Scepter. Doesn't have a shard though, so no free leaps. Roy's, he's in the fight. Brex knows he has no ult. Somewhat trying to save him with the ball, but all you've done somewhat is revealed yourself to be killed. Never mind, you ran away with Glimmer. Safe play. Still, that's a buyback from Somewhat, so that's actually a full team wipe. You lose Ollie because he was a little bit too overzealous, but that's still a great fight for the Radiant.
It's going to be a free Roche. They have lads on Mars, so...
They do, yeah. Very nice item to have.
Anti-Mage is going to start doing work now, I think.
Yeah, Abyssal is pretty much good to go. Now there's an Aegis too. Jabatemel with the Blink Dagger. He is going for the shard on Rubik. What does it do? Oh yeah, you can pick up your allies.
It's weird. It's weird that
the cooldown is reduced by 30 seconds when target. I guess you can throw. It's like it's kind of like a Force Staff, I guess. But I don't know.
Cooldown reduced. That's pretty nice.
A bit, yeah, 30%. But I mean, Rubik's telekinesis is such a good ability to use on enemies in a team fight that it seems odd to want to use it on your allies. But I guess if it saves them, it saves them. So.
And then you get another one soon-ish, 30% sooner. It's good. You can do it on yourself, which always looks kind of clowny. Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. You just pick yourself up and just throw yourself somewhere.
Yeah, literally. It's really weird.
That is pretty cool. I didn't realize that. I guess against Ursa, not bad. Like someone has said in chat, you can pick up your team and throw them out of Dream Coil. We smart. Alright. Whoa, Royds, what are you doing? Look at the aggressiveness. I guess he realized as well. You know, what you're going to do? I've got Aegis. Nice arena from Tim, splitting up the entire enemy team. Of course, the Brex ult goes off. Royce pops his ult on, I think, Doge Bax does absolutely no damage. Does manage to blink out.
He was on full mana. He'd lost 75 mana and he mana voided him.
I think that was a misclick. Oh, arrow, but he's going to be okay. I mean, what that shows is that they managed to take the tier 2 tower. They can go that aggressive. They still lost absolutely nobody, but they did have to commit. Basically, every ultimate has been used there. Almost every ult in the game. Dire have no ultimates. What do the Radiant want to do now? They've got the outpost. They've got every single tier 3 tower, tier 2 tower. I guess they're just waiting around now. They need to really do something. They're in such a strong position.
Choke them out, I think. Try and ward them up. They actually have kind of decent defensive wards on the Dire. So they're not going to let themselves get picked off, I think.
They do. And the Ursa's still pretty strong, but look at the farm on the Anti-Mage now. He's had a bit of time. He's top farm. He's got the Abyssal Blade, as you saw. He's got 1,500 gold, and I think there's something coming to him on the Courier. Oh no, it's not for him, actually. Still got the Aegis. He isn't kept. I don't know why he popped that Manta. Just doing a little bit of zoning, I guess. Burning their mana. Actually, that's pretty smart. Holding them back. Okay, now they pop the glyph, but the tower's practically dead, and now you don't have it for the team fight. Could have used it a little bit earlier. Juju goes in. They're trying to play aggressive. They take the tower down first. That removes a lot of their armor. They ball on the Anti-Mage. That's a bit of a mistake. They're trying to kill Tim, but they just can't kill him because Bulwark is too strong. And they're trying to go on Royce, but they can't bring him down. He's already got 1 kill, and that has to buyback. And now Ollie's here, finds a kill on Juju. Juju doesn't have buyback. Finally, they bring Royce down, but he's got Aegis. He's coming back on full HP. Abyssal Blade's still on cooldown, however. But they're spared from being jumped on him somewhat. He's going to go down, using Disruption to keep himself alive just for another second. Dies to Roids.
That's his buyback.
That is his
He's dead
buyback,
for
yeah.
70.
Very long time he's dead. And now they
They
will...
bash him.
Oh, wow. Didn't see that. I think Roids is
Can't keep
okay,
him
though.
locked
Roids is
down
okay.
for long.
He's now got Abyssal Blade.
You can multicast the whip. Did you see that?
I didn't see that, no.
Yeah, that was crazy.
The Dire are thinking about re-engaging. They go for a spear. Unfortunately, it misses everybody. It's still 5 versus 3. About to be 5 versus 4. The Radiant think, well, we've had enough of that. We're going to back off. I didn't see that they lost their outpost, so someone cleverly managed to capture that back. Elven Tunic, that's a nice item to have on Anti-Mage, but I think he may prioritize the Titan Sliver. Titan Sliver is pretty good.
Yeah, the Bloodseeker already has status resist as well, so they both will have status resist then.
Nice if you get arrowed. Nice for the silence. Nice for Abyssal Blade. What's Ollie going? BKB. He's going BKB. Good.
Wants the game to end.
He sends Cloak of Flames back. He just literally just drops it on the floor. He's holding an Elven Tunic. Good item for Bloodseeker. More move speed. More a bit of evasion. Went for the 400 health talent. He is a tanky boy. And the Radiant are ready to go. They're like, yeah, we're going. Tim literally just throws his body straight into the tower. The Radiant don't care. They're like, yeah, teamfight us if you want. We don't have Aegis, but who cares? While both players keeping themselves alive with their respective defensive spells. You just got in. Cole gets 2. But Royce blinks past. Trying to kill somewhat. Yeah, already takes somewhat down. Mars is very low, but he's got Doige. I think Doige is in trouble. Doige might pop his ult. Doige is already dead. Doesn't even get his enrage off. So Ollie does manage to get out with a slimmer of health, but Tim, very low HP, does manage to get the spear off just before he dies. Royce just blinks straight back in. Nice use of stealing Puck's Waning Rift. Hey, Royce, just back off. Yeah, there we go. Well, that's the second rack's gone. Nearly level 25 on the Anti-Mage. You've seen the level of him. The highest level in the Dire is 19. You've nearly got a 25 Anti-Mage. Him just gets speared right in the face. Of course, he's going to go down.
Tim is killable.
But Juju does almost instantly. He is on like 1 HP. Actually does manage to get away. Never mind, Debatable hits him with the Fade Bolt right to the face. He's going to buy back, but I think it might be a little bit too late now. Anti-Mage blinks away to the bot lane. Get a little bit of farm. He can nearly afford the... He can actually afford the entire Skadi. I think he's going to buy. Imagine him being that much tankier and now applying a slow on every hit. Oh, this is not looking good. 32,000 gold difference. We're only 32 minutes into this game.
Absolute runaway.
Yeah, that's Anti-Mage for you.
Radiant got their passive lanes and just turbo farmed.
Pretty much. Ursa tried to farm, but a little bit too late. Only 1 tower left to go. Just goes straight on the Puck. Instantly kills the Puck. Level 25. Hasn't taken the talent yet. That's a Puck dieback as well. Goes straight up to Somewhat. Somewhat's going to go down. Glimmer's not going to save him. Still hasn't leveled up the talent because he decides they're noobs. Goes for the Mana Void cooldown, but I think the game will be over before he even gets to use it. Yeah, it's 100% GG at this point. Ollie going to pop his ult on the Ursa. Now the Ursa can't do anything at all. They're blinking straight into the enemy team. Brex is going to go down. That does manage to leap into the base. Buyback from Brex.
There's mega creeps.
Yeah. 34-minute megas. That's going to be the GG.
Yeah, GG. They don't want to prolong.
Yeah, no need to prolong. Can they find a quick kill? Yes, they do manage to get a quick kill on that. Very sneaky. There it is. Game 1.
That was rapid.
That was rapid. I guess betting on Anti-Mage is pretty safe after all. Winner is Radiant. How many channel points went to who? 11, well, only 310 were bet on the Dire, whereas 11,000 were bet on the Radiant. So Ross gets a very small increase in his channel points. I guess it's fairly safe to bet on Anti-Mage. Doesn't always win, but still, if he gets a game like that where he can just farm, You can't really stop him.
I think Ollie the MVP that game.
Sure.
Absolutely collapsing the early game for them.
100%. He was just all over the place, dominating the mid, dominating all the lanes he turned up in. Died a couple times from just being a little bit too... He wasn't cautious enough. He just threw himself straight into the fight, thought he was invincible. But it doesn't matter, because at that point, his team were just winning the fights with him.